So we thank Allah. We thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Some of the, I would advise you that everybody, please, there's a book titled Illuminating the Darkness. Illuminating the Darkness. Please write it down. Blacks and North Africans in Islam. Illuminating the Darkness. Blacks and North Africans in Islam. And it's by Habib Akande. Habib Akande. The second one is by Walid Dawood. And the title of that one is Centering Black Muslim Nobles among the early pious Muslims. Black Muslim nobles among the early pious Muslims. If you read this, there's so many of those Muslims who are of African descent that you see in these books. You know, Bilal, of course, is the one that we know the most. But do you know that after the death of Rasulullah's mother, Aminah, the person who raised him next, not Alimat Sadiya, right? But the person who became the mother that was nursing him, that raised him next after the death of his mother, was Ayman. Ayman, whose name is Baraka, happened to be the second mother to Rasulullah ﷺ, and she was black. She was from Ethiopia. And there are so many of them. The Rasulullah ﷺ talking in his farewell message that there is no difference between the Arab and the black, and it didn't just come out of nowhere. It was based on what was actually happening, where Muslims of African descent were facing discrimination. You know, one of them, Rasulullah ﷺ, went to go and seek the hand of a daughter, you know, of a woman for him in marriage. And the parents would say, no, I'm not going to give my daughter to this. And on two occasions, it is the daughters who will hear what's going on and they'll come and say, what's going on? And when the parents say, you know, Rasulullah ﷺ wants you for this person, and the daughters will say, how can you refuse a request from Rasulullah ﷺ? And those daughters went ahead and married those men. And by the way, Ayman ended up marrying Zayd ibn Harithah. Zayd ibn Harithah was a slave of Rasulullah ﷺ, who Rasulullah ﷺ freed. And it was Rasulullah ﷺ who also freed Ayman after the death of his father. It was the one who, the death of his mother. He was the one who later freed her, and she married Zayd ibn Harith, and their son, Ayman ibn Zayd, became the youngest Muslim commander, general of the Muslim army at the age of 14. So there are so many examples. When you read the books that I mentioned, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for us.